apologize for it anyway. It's some power company's fault in Brazil somewhere. But we will get into the game, into Anubis. Snow is in the server. Everyone is in the server. And this opening back-to-back best-of-1 format starts on Anubis.
Here we go. Is going to be a CT side start for Smoke. What do they bring to the table? A couple flashes and a kit on dock. And on the T side, they don't have a huge amount in the way of utility. Just one flash. They've actually got a P250 as well. Where did that extra little bit of money go? Maybe some util's been dropped somewhere. Either way. Smoke are looking to get aggressive. 3 players edging their way forward in A main. They don't commit though.
There you go. Big Gazelle just picked up a smoke.
Thought so.
There you go. You got your head screwed on right, Matt. You always have.
Makes a nice change.
As you say, 2 flashes and a kit for Doc. That's why the Smoke Gaming are playing pretty much retake in this situation. Big Gazelle can just pop this smoke down whenever he probably feels like and then get a plant. But look where Lux is. Lux has really found himself in the back lines right now. Doc is looking for it though. He's definitely aware of that possibility. It's a great take, but Snow, how on earth has he done that? He's on a different setup. He's not even on his favoured setup. He's had to relocate somewhere. And he still hit 3 headshots.
That is quite something from Snow. Oh my goodness. I mean, just controlling the extremity of the map there. Normally, you know, you're expected to get a kill, some information, buy some time. But he just gets all the kills necessary. Job done, round over. As you say, on not even at his home turf right now. But he doesn't care. Another player we haven't really spoken about much here from paiN is Kawes. Of course, he was formerly a part of the Fury Academy mix. Certainly the best player to come through from that particular Academy squad. And I feel like he's also destined for big things as a rifler. He's a very reliable player in the server. Seems to have quite a high ceiling. Seems to be quite disciplined as well. So I really like what I've seen with Kawes in the past.
Yeah, I agree, and of course, the streak and form that paiN showed at the major, kind of upsetting everyone's predictions. So many people put them as a 0-3 team, and probably rightly so. I don't know if I was one of them. I can't remember. I definitely put some of the Brazilian teams 0-3, but they all shocked. And paiN especially had an incredible run, and Kawes certainly put himself on the map. But one sunny day doesn't make a summer, Matthew.
That is true. That is a very good point. We've had that proven many times in some warm winters. People get comfortable in Trav and all of a sudden it's ice cold again. So
exactly. Lux. Ooh, under a bit of pressure.
This round is warming up for Smoke. Yeah, good opening kill coming through on Snow. Lux is forced backwards and actually going to force paiN's hand by the look of things in towards the opposite side of the map. And it's a force by from the side here. Very good molly, but Smoke continued to find kills here in the round.
A really important second kill from NQZ though. Covers it into a 3v3. Myth Patini is close with the Deagle. Of course, he does have teammate support in. Oh, I was going to say, actually going to be hard for it to work out now because in the cubby, surely that's going to be checked by NQZ. Oh, he gave it a look, gave that smoke a glance. It's still being held by Lux and smartly so. Myth Patini drop. Flank player has been spotted. Big Gazelle now doesn't need to pick this any longer. He's going to keep going for it. He's got a teammate to double peek with him, and he's going to charge his way in with the USP. That is, you know what, fair enough. No hesitation there.
Good protocols and good response there from paiN after Snow goes down initially towards Canals. They don't sort of just hang around and pause. There was an immediate response there, just group up and start to make their way in towards that B bomb site. Good util being used, covering each other. And they will double up their round count.
Terrorists win.
Smoke will have something in this next round with the ZT. Saving the MP9. See, it's funny, isn't it? Some aliases, like, I'm British, it's a conversation we've had before.
Yes.
Saying Z or Z. I will probably say Z on most occasions, but when it's a name like NQZ and DZ DZT. Do I say DZT? I normally always say NQZ, not NQZ. But when the Z's in the middle, I find myself saying Z. Or Z, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're right. DZT. It's a familiar one. DZT. DZT still rolls off the tongue easier.
I know, it does, doesn't it? I just, like, where does the brain go to first? It's just kind of funny, those things, isn't it?
Yeah, sometimes you're just observing the observer trap. That's all that's going on here.
Exactly.
And that has nothing to do with the observer who's watching the game. You are the observer. Yourself as an individual. And you're observing your own tendencies.
Very real and true.
It's like the brain named itself. It's that same sort of concept, right?
I mean, I don't even know what named me, so.
Well, that would be your parents.
Yeah, but I wasn't a part of that conversation, so.
No, you weren't. But the brain named itself. That one always gets me, man.
That's a thought-provoking comment.
Yeah, it is, right?
Yeah. Lux has got himself 2 in this round, and DZT is trying to find something with the MP9. 1 extra kill would go quite a long way, of course. What's Smoke Gaming going to have in this next round anyway, but yeah, he'll go down. You can see the money, of course, on Spinny. He's going to probably make do with something slightly less in this round. Actually, I'm being fooled by a player not being in the server. I'm sorry. There are 2 Spinnies. 1 actually has the correct amount of money. There we go. I was going to say, why has he only got 3k? That doesn't seem right. But we had a player drop out very quickly.
Yeah.
Everyone can buy absolutely fine with the AWP in play.
Alright, well, can Smoke Gaming get themselves on the board as early as the first gun round? That missed little flash there. Not really going to change a whole lot. I think paiN Gaming is just going to be able to fall back on their default more often than not here. 1-3-1 here to start off the round. You've got Kawe's controlling canals, and then you've got Big Zero who's locking down A main. The trio works middle.
Damage taken. That fire. Bit
Comes the
of
counterplay.
work, but yeah, you're absolutely right. The flash trying to send DZT in, but not allowed to do anything this time. Just a dink for dink, and of course didn't get hit that second dink as fast. Bigazera gets the kill. Doc still waiting outside B, and it looks like paiN now are grouping up 3 outside this B side of the map right now to make it a 4th overall. Just the lurker Snow, you can tell that obviously he's been tasked with that role the entire game so far. Got 3 kills on the block. In the pistol, Doc will try and block them off toward E-Box. Little do they know there's no one coming from E-Box. It's all going to be through main. They have taken quite a long time about this over paiN. They give 2 more players to deal with. Spinny tries to dance around. He does find that 1 kill, but unfortunately, he got taken down in the meantime. And Lux, he's taking no prisoners.
That was really brave from him, just charging straight through the smoke. Sicko's on the opposite side of the map, so he's not going to be able to do anything to affect the outcome of this round. And that is going to be paiN Gaming picking up the first gun round. Very successful, very simple. Just a 1-3-1 at the start of the round, pressuring middle, forcing those players backwards. They then kill DZT, who was trying to flash his way forward. After he goes down, Smoke have no idea what's going on, but they still kind of gamble, right? They had 3 players towards B, and paiN exec there, but it doesn't really change anything. Kawe's was very good on the entry initially coming through B main, clearing out his angles, he pushes forward, and then Big Zero activates off the back of that. So, nice start here. paiN coming through just as we expected.
Yeah, especially on T side as well, right? If they were to lose to Smoke Gaming on this map, it would be a massive upset considering recent form, and even the fact that they haven't played each other before shouldn't be a factor. Of course, reminder, if you're just joining us, we were meant to be doing Imperial versus Odic tonight, but that was postponed earlier on in the day because of Imperial having some different travel issues, I believe. I think Vinny tweeted about some of that, if anyone's interested. we'll have to, if you don't speak Portuguese/Brazilian, you won't be able to understand it. So get the translate button ready. But I think they did say there was some flight changes, which meant that he couldn't play any officials today. So we chose this game instead to see how paiN Gaming are getting on after their incredibly successful IEM Rio qualifier, of course, beating Imperial twice, and Red Cannons as well, to qualify for Rio. Obviously fantastic for this team. Home event, home LAN.
And Big Uzera is doing it with another lineup now. I mean, remember, the paiN Gaming of 2022 in particular was just fantastic, right? We saw started 2023 as well. That team with Hardzao, Zevi, Nathan, Big Uzera. That was probably the best paiN Gaming we've ever seen, I would say. Is that fair, Trav?
I would say it's equal right now with this one, honestly.
You think so?
I actually think
I think that one.
Sure,
I
they
think
won
this
a
one has
LAN.
as much potential, but that one accomplished more. They showed a higher level.
That's fair. They want to land, and I can't have done them a disservice by sort of saying they're even when this paiN hasn't won a LAN yet. Yeah, of course, that edition of paiN won Challenger Melbourne, I believe. So ESL Challenger Melbourne. So yeah, it was an amazing result. So yeah, I do agree with you.
What is just very impressive is how Big Uzera has been able to do it with a completely different lineup now. He's got Lux, Snow, and QZ is very, very talented, but Lux, Snow, and Kawes for the most part were kind of unproven prospects. Like they were definitely held in high regard and had a lot of potential, but it's not like they had accomplished a huge amounts in other teams before they came into this one. They were kind of unpolished rough diamonds, and Big Uzera is doing it with a completely different lineup here, and just to continue to a testament to what a strong IGL he is.
Yeah, and of course you mentioned Hardzao. There's actually some news about Hardzao today. Red Cannons transfer listed him. So
wow,
yeah,
that comes left of field.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surprising one. Maybe I understand them playing in the Rio qualifier, failing the Rio qualifier, and saying, okay, we need to make a change now. Me and you have spoken about that quite a lot, saying I would love to see Henny on that team. Maybe make Nathan rifle and put Henny on that team, and then we're cooking. I think Nathan is a really good rifler.
Yeah, I mean, Henny and Coldzera have never played on a team together, so that would actually be very interesting to see. Lux, good entry kill, takes down Doc in transition. Lots of pressure mounting on towards his B-bomb side. Lux is going to be looking for a second kill. So good at timing the peak there with Kawes. Just waiting for Kawes to pressure B main before he joins up with his teammates. And Big Uzera just on the bridge, man. Just tucked in, nice and neat. And everything falls into place for paiN Gaming.
Nice and neat. Big Uzera yet to die, and neat unlike his U-model, obviously.
Yeah, it is a unique one, that's for sure.
Way too central, mate. Way too central. But
you've got to wonder how he hasn't gotten his crack at Furia yet, honestly.
I know. But I mean, we could go on and on about Furia and their decision making, and like Keserato not wanting to move on and wanting to play with Yuri his whole career. And I respect being a one club man and all that, but where's the ambition?
I did feel that exact same way before, and then when that most recent interview with him came out where he said he feels obliged to stay with the Brazilian team to try and bring a major home, and he wants to win a major with a full Brazilian lineup, part of me does also just straight up respect that. Like,
I know, I do. I really do.
He's just like gone all in on it, and I mean, sure, if you want to look at it from like a purist point of view and be like, you are so ridiculously good as an individual, you could accomplish so much if you did just get over that bit of stubbornness of wanting to do it with your countrymen, you could be winning majors, mate. But when you look at it in a different light and you say, he's very good and he's very committed and very passionate about his country, and I think that deserves applause in itself.
I'm completely on board with that. I can see it from both sides, absolutely.
Exactly.
I'm a reasonable human being, so.
That is true, Trav. You are, if you look up reasonable human being in the dictionary, I'm pretty sure Trav's as reasonable as it gets, Trav.
I appreciate that a lot. Unfortunately, this scoreline right now for Smoke is not reasonable. They're getting absolutely owned. This is completely as we expected, don't get me wrong. But this is kind of the next level. I mean, look at the money on paiN. They've got, after this bomb explodes, they're going to have 2 players maxed out on 16k pretty much.
Just look at the kills alone, Trav. That's exactly as you're mentioning. Just Smoke not getting many kills. It means paiN don't have to rebuy many weapons. I mean, Spinny's got 4 frags. Outside of that, across the remaining 4 players, they've got 2 kills. That is problematic.
Terrorists win.
6 kills in 7 rounds, Travis. 6 kills in 7? Ugly.
Ugly. 2
Question
pet
mark?
players, NQZ and Big Azera still yet to die as well. I mean, you know, we were having some fun, of course, the other day with like all the international teams and stuff.
Yes.
And all the, you know, one country, one flag teams for like a World Cup or whatever. The one thing nobody questioned me on was my Brazilian team, which was
That's so funny.
which was Keserato, Yuri, Insani, Biguzera, Henny.
Yeah, why would anybody question that? That's the best team you could come up with, no doubt.
I know. I was like, there's lots of options. Don't get me wrong. You could have taken arguments many in that sort of level.
Yeah,
For
but
example, Insani in roles, for example, like you could say it's someone other than Insani, perhaps, to sort of even up roles. But other than AWP and IGL, it was kind of like, you know, dream fantasy more than anything. So, and right now this is a bit of a dream start for paiN. As you can see there, Smoke Gaming. I don't respect what they tried to put in play in this round. They tried to go for some aggressive canal control with some flashes outside A main. It doesn't work for them. Thankfully for Smoke, they at least keep this round competitive. But Cowers is very quick on that trade, and now down to Spinny. He's kind of in the middle of no man's land. Now they know where he is. Instant headshot from Cowers. What are you supposed to do?
This paiN Gaming team are, I mean, they mean business, don't they? You can just see how sharp everybody is right now. Lux and Snow have been forming a pretty good duo between Snell. They're controlling A main. Carways' entry kills on the B bomb side has been fantastic. NQZ hasn't really had to do a huge amount, but when required, he's been on point. Of course, Biggie 0-5 and 1. Everything just going according to plan here.
Yeah, it's a rough one for Smoke Gaming. Their head's in a shed. Their mind's in a bind. What can you do?
There's been some naughty binds out there lately, Trav.
Yes. Yes.
Naughty, naughty. Come on, guys. Let's play by the rules, shall we?
I'm an opponent of banning Snapchat. So.
I didn't catch that. The Molly bloomed as you said it. I'm sorry, Trav.
I'm opponent of banning Snapchat.
Oh, yes. You and me both.
I just want to see error margin, man. The skill ceiling has kind of been lowered anyway, like in CS these days, I feel like. So, something that makes, where there's a bit of error margin gap, I think is important to keep.
Yeah. Forget about the noobs, guys. Leave them in the dust.
Yeah, they just need to grow up, so.
Exactly. Just get good at the game. It's a skill issue.
Nice catch by Lux.
They can smell him.
And Mythpatini's still here. When does he dive in? But he doesn't get a kill. Feels bad, man. He tried it. He wanted one. He's not going to get one. And now it's even scarier for paiN. Just look at that. 16k, 16k, 16k. It just goes without saying. They are currently the richest Counter-Strike team on HLTV in terms of money, that's for sure.
Yeah, they are living life large right now. La vida loca. Not La vida? La vida loca?
Living la vida loca.
Yeah, they're having a great time of it. Can they keep it up? I mean, I see no reason why they wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, I'm not going to say the magic word yet, but right now Smoke
don't.
have they've kind of shown nothing. They have kind of shown nothing, sadly. There was that one piece of, as I said, early round aggression toward A to try and pincer that A side of the map and maybe move some of these defaulting paiN players off the angles, trying to disturb things. And sadly, I just got stuck on the entrance a little bit. Snow stopped them. And right now, wherever he's relocated to, he's still looking just as comfortable.
If Smoke Gaming get 3, do you have any belief, Trav?
No.
He's an honest man, that's for sure. Good entry kill coming from Lucky and Fragger for paiN Gaming gets ahead of Molly as well. I thought he was going to get the frag on DZT, who actually, yeah, doubles down, dancing around the bomb site. Surely going to go down here to Snow. Actually able to inflict even more damage as well. So, round on you, 3 versus 3. Certainly one of the better positions Smoke Gaming have been in so far here in this first half.
Yeah, they've got utility to use here as well. Obviously, if you save here, then what are you doing? You have to be going for this one. They are quite far away, though.
Yeah, they
Look
are.
how far Spinny is away still. So, they have Smoke on Spinny. They have 2 kits on Doc, the aforementioned Spinny, and that's an important win. Though HP Snow has been removed, but now NQZ, he's just ready to be activated, isn't he? He's yet to die in this game, and that's a far shot when all you can see is the arm. 2 versus 2. Kawes finds Spinny, and now Mythpatini, he's the one player left without the defuse kit, and he's got the AWP, and he's going to get out of that.
It was looking good. Doc gets the kill on the flank there, but NQZ, like I said, he hasn't had to do much in this half so far, but when they do need him, he's there. He's reliable, present, and accounted for. So that is going to be double digits for paiN Gaming in the least amount of rounds possible to get to that point.
Yes, sir. I agree.
Can you imagine how much belief the players have in Beguzera and just how they must follow him completely and blindly with every call that he makes?
I think they tell him to jump off. If he told them to jump off a cliff, do you think they'd do it?
Yeah, absolutely, without any question. They'd ask what sort of tricks they want them to do on the way down.
So, got another one, thanks to some damage assistance from Lux as well. The smoke's been blown open. That means Spinny smoke play gets removed. Every single protocol is just making it a nightmare for
You can't
Smoke.
catch them off guard!
And you just, like, every single thing is working to perfection.
Yeah. Even while Lux is entering in that B bomb site and clearing it out, in the middle of his entry pathing, it's like, let me just check behind me quickly and see what's going on E-box. Oh, headshot, sick. Back to clearing out B. He's 13 for 3. Wow.
Yeah.
Quite something, Trav. Quite remarkable indeed.
Because we were given options, obviously, right? Just as, like, you know, I like being completely... I have a lot of clarity. Because in Imperial versus Odic... Transparent, there we go. As I said, as Imperial versus Odic got postponed due to Imperial's, you know, flight changes or whatever, which meant they couldn't play today, we were given an option, of course, what game to choose instead.
Yeah.
We were given paiN versus Smoke this game, Galorius versus Bestia, and Dusty Roots versus MIBR. And right now, MIBR, that's extra paiN on the screen there, they, that's a game they should be winning pretty comfortably as well. That game also has not even started yet, according to HLTV, so that would have been even later. And that also is actually a bigger disparity in terms of current standings in the league. Like, Dusty Roots are currently rock bottom. So I thought paiN versus Smoke would probably be, we'd be, you know, the higher quality team, and probably the better game. But,
yeah,
there we are.
There is some ways you could look at it and say, well, why don't you go Galorius and Bestia? Because it's probably the 2 most evenly matched teams. But I was thinking about it, Trav. You've got paiN Gaming. It's one of the best teams from the region. You want to see them playing as frequently as possible. You want to see how well they're doing, the progress that they're making, how Snow is progressing here on the team as well. What sort of level that they're at. They're the best and they deserve to be seen. They deserve to be watched. Especially when they're, you know, playing at such a ridiculously high level. Great entry kills from Kawes on one side of the map. Lux is making moves on the opposite side. And Smoke Gaming have just been torn limb from limb in this first half.
Unreal. Unreal. There goes DZT. It's all down to Doc. And I'm afraid this has been absolute, utter destruction. Someone call 911 because Smoke Gaming have gone missing.
I don't think 911's going to be able to do much here, man. We need the morgue.
Doc is going to wander his way forward.
He kills NQZ here and inflicts his first death onto the Brazilian.
Yeah, just to annoy
Guaranteed.
him. Just to annoy him so he doesn't end the half with 0 deaths.
Like, he shouldn't even go for the retake. Just post on the angle and wait for him to jump out.
Yeah, just annoy him a little bit. Like, you're not going to
Exactly.
win the round.
Like,
so
that would have some sort of an effect.
You may as well
Go
annoy
on,
him.
Docky boy!
No. Okay. 8-0 for NQZ. 12-0 for paiN. Ouch.
Wow.
See you in a minute. And we're back, but for how much longer? Matt, tell me.
Probably not much longer, Trav, I think is the answer there. Probably not much longer. It was a ridiculously dominant first half coming through from paiN Gaming. They go up 12-0. They won every single round on their T side. And it wasn't even close, Trav. It wasn't even close, mate. It's one of those score lines where it's a pretty accurate reflection, and it could end here and now.
Can NQZ finish an official on HLTV without having died once? Got a big job to stay alive here, though. Ah, it's over. It's so over. What about the 13-0? It's down to Big Azera. He's in position with the P2000. He gets run down. Lux has to save it. And yes, Smoke Gaming, you are now the greatest team of all time because you are unbeaten on the second half.
They're on the board, baby. They are on the board. They just have to do to paiN what's been done to them. 12 in a row on the CT, on the T side. Easy game, easy life, easy skins. They're loving it, mate. Probably not loving it, honestly. But, they're on the board. That's worth celebrating.
I'm happy for them. They've spared some blushes.
They've got to proceed with some caution here. Well, Snows has got his knife out. Okay, no caution at all, perhaps. Maybe just caution to the wind.
Yeah, Snow, I think he was probably in preparation there to jump through the smoke with a flash from a teammate, but the nade kind of stopped him in his tracks, and he was exposed, and obviously couldn't even have time to pull out his weapon or fight. Lux is on a cheeky angle though. Smoke still decide to go toward this this B site. NQZ is holding Lux's back if Doc does push his way through E-box. MP9s are scary.
Yeah, they certainly can be, especially when they work in numbers. In packs, Trav, where they're the most dangerous. If you catch an MP9 in the wild alone, it's generally more harmless, but in numbers they are dangerous, and they're working together here. Don't want to come across a pack of hungry MP9s.
Oh, could be a
They can
line
eat you up.
Oh, there's still one more here. They doubled up. That's hard to predict. In comes a 5-7. Bonk. See ya. NQZ will pick up the AK, find DZT, and Myth Patini.
It's happening, Trav.
He's a long way away, mate. He's got a MAC-10, and there's going to be no repeat of that MAC-10 1v3 that you mistakenly didn't predict correctly the other day. I can assure you of that. 7 seconds.
Yeah.
He's going to get caught by Big Azera. 13-1 for paiN Gaming. It's what we expected, and kinda actually cleaner than maybe what we thought it would be.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that was an A+, their paiN Gaming. As good as it gets, really. And you know what? They're gentlemen. They don't even beat their opponents 13-0. They let them get a single round on the board. So they kind of just save their blushes a little bit, right? I mean, what's there not to like about this team?
Oh, goodness. That was...